Hey you! You're watching a clip from the DynamiteGizmo podcast. This is not the full episode, but if you want to see the full episode, make sure to click the link in the description. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. Do it now! Here's the clip. Leads me into this. Ian Garry is constantly claiming that he is next in line for the title. Okay, there's a lot of guys at welterweight that are claiming that they're next in line for the title, but Garry specifically keeps barking up the wrong tree, as Bryce Mitchell would say. Or maybe in his eyes, he's barking up the right tree. He thinks because of his loss against Shavkat and his win against Prates that he is next in line for the title. The only way Garry gets a shot at the title before even, let's just say, one more matchup would be if he has to step in at UFC 315 against JDM. Or, sorry, against Bilal if JDM has to cut out. Or I guess if either of them have to cut out for whatever reason, then they'll put up an interim title maybe? I don't know. I'm getting sick of interim titles, though. But Dana White himself confirmed that Ian Garry is the backup fighter for UFC 315. And leading up to this event, through all the media and interviews and whatnot, Ian Garry said himself, I bought a ticket. I already bought my ticket, and I'm the backup fighter. Before it was even confirmed, but we do have confirmation from Mr. White himself.
Ian announced himself as the official backup for your welterweight title fight in Montreal. Is that official? Did he just announce that himself?
It's official. Yeah.
It's official, he says. It's official. I got to turn up the volume on all this stuff because it's very quiet. Wouldn't you agree? But look at this, though, okay? June 14th. Joaquin Buckley is taking on Kamaru Usman, who is number 4 ranked. Ian Garry isn't fighting any time between now and then, unless he is needed at 315, but it probably won't come to that. So if Buckley can take out Usman, we're looking at Buckley, Shavkat, Brady. All these guys, I would say, are next in line for a title shot. Not Ian Garry. Ian Garry's close, mind you. I'm not saying Ian Garry isn't going to get his shot at the title. He is close, but I don't think he's next in line like he keeps claiming he is. There's still these 3 guys who need to step in and get a chance. All right? More specifically, Shavkat. You know, he was supposed to go in for the belt in the first place. And that didn't happen. Okay, and we could look at it like, Arman Tsarukyan did the same thing. He was supposed to go, but he backed out like the very last second. I guess he didn't cut out to the point where Dan Ige had to step in 4 hours, but Arman's not going to get his shot because he stepped out last minute. Even though Shavkat stepped out last minute, I still think Shavkat would be the next one in line to go for the title. Now, we also have to consider Islam, okay? Now, this is what I was saying at the beginning of this podcast here. I'm almost 100% certain that the International Fight Week main event has not been announced yet because they're waiting. They're waiting to determine how the title fight goes at UFC 315. If Bilal wins, then guess what? Islam's going to stay at lightweight. But if JDM wins, then guess what? Islam's going to go up to welterweight, and he is going to be taking on JDM for that belt before anybody, before Shavkat, before Brady, and it's more specifically Ian Garry, or I should say Joaquin Buckley. Because remember, if Joaquin beats Usman, he has more of a chance than Ian Garry to go for the title. All right? Ian still has a few more steps to go before he has a chance. But you still gotta respect him as a fighter and the mindset that he has. The reason these guys are at the top The reason these guys are at the level that they are at is because of that mindset. Ian has the proper mindset. He's speaking it into existence. And that really is the only way he will reach the top. Yeah, it is. You have to fight, but you got to have that mindset. So he's got the mindset. He is going to get a shot at the title eventually, but he's not next in line unless he does have to be used as the backup fighter at 315.
Tap here to watch the full episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast.